Hey guys! Alright, so I've been wanting to post a video now for a little while. Our group has been growing so fast lately, and I now don't know all of you guys personally. So I wanted to tell you guys just a little bit about myself and how I found out about LuLaRoe and how we got into this big, huge, crazy journey that we're in now. So my name is Katie, and I am a mom of two wild little boys. Foster is 2.5, and Hudson is 11 months old. And you guys will see them on here all the time in live videos, or crying, or making some kind of crazy mess or something fun like that. So, I was a stay-at-home mom with Foster, and I knew from the moment I was pregnant with him that I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I was a hairstylist before that, and I knew maybe I would do some hair on the side later on, but primarily I wanted to be at home with him. My mom was a stay-at-home mom, and that was just like number one for me. So after having Foster, I struggled a lot with postpartum depression. That was something I didn't know about. Beforehand, I had heard the term baby blues. I didn't know really how serious it could be and how intense it could be. I didn't have friends at the time that had babies. I wasn't getting out very often. I was really down, and I needed something. I needed some kind of an outlet. I was hoping that hair was going to be that for me, and it just wasn't. It would get me out for a couple hours, but I was really tired by the end of it, and I wasn't making very much money. So I decided to open a small Instagram shop, and I named it Foster Bug Shop. And I was doing tees and then eventually denims, and it was kind of helping keep me busy, and I was meeting people on there, and it was fun. I met a lot of fun friends through there, just through Instagram and stuff. And but again, it wasn't paying the bills by any means. It wasn't making any kind of really big money for me. So fast forward a little bit, and Foster's turning a year old, and things are starting to get a little better now. And I find out that I am pregnant with Hudson. So crazy. We were wanting to have a baby around then because I wanted them to be about 2 to 2.5 years apart. But the idea of being pregnant again and potentially going through the postpartum depression again was just extremely overwhelming for me. So I was about 3 months pregnant when I was invited to a LuLaRoe online pop-up by my friend Bree. And I had no idea what it was. I get added to this group where they're posting pictures of clothes, and it's just kind of crazy, and people are talking about these leggings that are butter leggings, and I was super overwhelmed. I had no idea what it was. So I'm sure, like most of you, I'm a mom, right? Like, I don't buy stuff for myself. I definitely don't buy clothes for myself, like, ever. So I wasn't sure I was going to buy anything. And I'm kind of just looking on the first day, whatever. And then I decide I got to get a pair of these leggings. Like, people will not stop talking about these leggings. I have to get a pair of these leggings. So I pick out a pair of leggings, and then someone posts a picture of themselves pregnant wearing a Julia dress. Oh my gosh. It was adorable. So then I decide, well, maybe I need a Julia dress because maybe I can look super cute when I'm pregnant too. So then I get a Julia dress. Well, I don't know about you guys, but typically with online ordering and like catalog ordering and stuff, it takes weeks to receive this stuff. So within a few days, I had already received my order. So I was super pumped. So I try on these leggings, and oh my gosh, they're literally butter soft. Like, I couldn't even believe it. So I was so excited. And then I put on this Julia dress, which I was super nervous about because it's a form-fitting dress, and I'm a couple months pregnant, so I'm like awkward pregnant where it looks like you just ate too much pizza, you look kind of weird. And I felt beautiful. Like, literally beautiful. It was comfortable. I wanted to wear it out immediately. I literally wore it that day. Like, that night, I went out in it. And I just felt so good about myself. Felt like they were magical. So anyways, I wrote a message to the lady who was the LuLaRoe consultant, and I asked her if I could book a pop-up. So I book a pop-up because, hello, I want to earn some free LuLaRoe. Like, that's awesome. So I do my pop-up and 20 items sell. And so I get 2 free items. So I was so excited. So then I write her and ask her some information on becoming a fashion consultant. I thought that would be like the perfect job for me. Maybe that will help pay bills. Maybe that will help get me out a little bit more. And she wrote me back and she's like, oh yeah, no problem. It's super easy. All it's going to do is take $5,000. I was like, all right, $5,000. Keep in mind, at the time, I'm in a small 2-bedroom apartment. I've got a 1-year-old. I've got a baby on the way. I'm barely paying my bills. $5,000 is not really reasonable for me at the time. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pass on that for now, but let's do another pop-up in like a month because I'm pregnant and I want some more free clothes. So a month or so later, we do another online pop-up. I get another 2 free items and I'm super stoked. I have now convinced Kirby that I don't need maternity clothes because LuLaRoe is loose and long and flowy and stretchy and fabulous. So now I'm not buying any pregnancy clothes because they're really expensive, they're not cute at all, and I can buy all this LuLaRoe instead and then I can wear it after my pregnancy. So Kirby was pretty on board for that. Sort of, kind of. I mean, he didn't know how much exactly I was buying. Until he found my legging stash one day, and then, I had gotten into some trouble there. So I am spending the next few months just buying tons of LuLaRoe. I am in hundreds of groups, and it seems like so much fun. I mean, these people are getting paid to go to their friend's house and throw dress-up parties. And I just wanted this. Like, I wanted this so badly. I wanted to be a fashion consultant. I needed to sell LuLaRoe. So I'm trying to explain this to Kirby, and he's just not getting it. I mean, ladies, you know how it is. I'm like talking to a wall, okay? He's just not picking up what I'm putting down. So a couple months later, have my baby. We moved out of our apartment at this time. They had like raised the rent like crazy prices. I'm living at my grandparents' house. It's 4 people in 1 bedroom. I mean, I'm trying to figure out when things are going to start looking up because we've got no money. My husband's not making very much. My small shop is small. And I'm starting to wonder what I'm going to do. Like, how is it ever going to get better? How am I going to be able to get a home? How are we going to get a bigger car? I'm just not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And my friend Bree announces that she is now a LuLaRoe fashion consultant. And I was so pumped. And I told Kirby, oh my gosh, this is why I did not sign up before. It's because I am supposed to be on Bree's team. She's supposed to be she's supposed to be my sponsor. Like, I'm freaking out. And he was like, no, you're not going to sell LuLaRoe. I was like, what the heck is this guy talking about? So he was just not on board. So I just kept messaging her and asking her tons and tons of questions. I wanted to know, was there some kind of a payment plan or what could we figure out here? Because I needed to sell it. Well, in the meantime, my dad ends up selling his company. And all of a sudden, this idea came into my head that maybe he would want to be my business partner. So I went over to my dad's house and I'm just telling him, like, Dad, how I wear all these cool comfy clothes like all the time, all these cool leggings that you always compliment on. Well, we could sell these. You could be my business partner. Don't you want to go into business with your daughter? And he was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. I was like, what? I brought this up to Kirby like a million times. I like kind of bring it up to my dad, a little bit joking because I'm not sure he would be on board. And he was like, yeah, let's do it. And I was like, oh, you believe in me. Thank you. So I leave and I'm still just feeling like this is not real. There's no way it was this simple and I'm actually going to be able to do it. So 2 days later, my dad calls me. He's like, so did you send in the application? I was like, oh my gosh, we're really doing this. This is kind of incredible. So I get all pumped and I call Bree and I tell her we're doing it and we send in our application and now it's just time to hustle. We ended up receiving our call like really soon and we were just preparing and hurrying up and getting our Facebook together, getting our group together, getting the word spread. I mean, we're talking about it everywhere. We're telling the lady at the bank, we're adding people at the grocery store. We are spreading the word. We are so excited. I am feeling like this is what I needed. This is what I needed to get me out of my funk and really just help me out. So we end up moving across town, and my husband starts his new job, and that's super stressful. And you know, a new job, it takes a while to get it going. So in the meantime, I'm selling LuLaRoe, and I am totally able to make up all of this extra money. So I have actually been paying our rent and paying for our car and paying for our phones and our water and our power and everything the kids need and placing new LuLaRoe orders, and it's just been absolutely incredible. So in the midst of all of this, I thought I started out, you know, doing this for myself, right? For my family and to feel better and to not deal with, you know, those negative thoughts anymore. And it has become so much more than that. It's been amazing to pay bills. It's been amazing to stick it to my husband and show him how awesome it is. But I've also met so many people. I went from not having very many friends who had kids to a ton of friends who have kids now. And I'm able to pick up the phone and call them when it's been rough and talk to them and be like, oh my gosh, yeah, my kid doesn't sleep either. Like, why do they hate us? I am able to go over and meet new people in my neighborhood and in my area and go set up pretty clothes at their house and make them feel good about themselves and make their friends feel good about themselves. And watching these women get this confidence when they put these clothes on is just unreal. And then beyond my wildest expectations, I've now started a team. Like a team of girls who want me to be their sponsor. I mean, that's just like amazing to me. My first girl, Deanna, I think she reached out to me. I was still in like my first month. I mean, I was blown away. When you choose your sponsor, it is a huge deal. You're choosing them forever. I mean, that's your person that you're going to lean on. And I now have a team of girls that are under me, and that has become my new absolute favorite part of this job. I love selling these clothes and I love bringing home money to my family, but I love even more my team that I have. I love being able to help them when they're down. I love being able to talk to them when they have a killer sale or a killer party. I love watching their lives. I love buying lots of pretty stuff from them. I mean, it's been incredible, and it's been the biggest blessing to my life and my family. So I just wanted to share this with you guys because I think often it's easy to, you know, maybe assume that we've always been in a home and maybe we own a home and we have all this extra money and, you know, oh, $5,000 is no big deal to sign up, or, you know, whatever it may have been. And I just wanted to let you guys know, you know, we are real and dealing with money struggles and huge stresses and postpartum depression and all of these things that have been so real to us. And LuLaRoe has literally saved me. My husband will tell you I have been in some very dark places, and this has given me a new light. This gives me new purpose and new reason to wake up and get dressed and get ready and go and talk to people. And it's been truly, truly amazing. So thank you so much for being a part of our group. Thank you for shopping with us. Thank you for entering in our giveaways and chatting with us. Each and every one of you really means so much to me and to my family. So thank you so much, guys.